Very good evening, everyone. We represent Collab, world's leading talent transformation company. So we've trained up to 1,500 professionals trained worldwide, 7,000 plus industry veterans as instructors, talent development in 55 plus countries. And then we are authorized training with multiple of the companies like ITIL, Red Hat, and Amazon, Microsoft, and all these good companies. These are a few of our awards. And the center of excellence is the places that we provide the trainings in all of this: machine learning, microservices, robotic process, cybersecurity, DevOps, and all good places that you would like to enhance your career in. That's about the company that we are talking. And you also have to know who I am. This is me. My name is Sharath. You can go by SS, or if you're convenient using my name is Sharath Siripuram. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm a Scale Agile Framework trainer authorized. I'm a certified trainer. I work with Wells Fargo right now as an Agile transformation coach. I'm an entrepreneur. And I like to say I'm a lifetime learner. I believe I can never stop learning, because when you stop learning, then that's when you stop growing. And I preach as a coach that you should never be stopping learning. So I preach what I do. So I always learn. Few companies that I worked in, and I also run something, Scrum Master Worldwide Community, connecting people all over the globe. Few of my accomplishments. I want to make sure you guys know as much as possible, and with the virtual things, right? So I put whatever I can to show who am I as a person. It's very important for us as facilitators or as a coaches, as a Scrum Masters in Agile, you connect with people and then you understand them well before we start moving and jumping into working and achieving so many things. It's just a simple thing that you have to connect with these people. So small tip there. Let's just jump into the topic. Unlock the potential of Agile with SAFe. We're going to talk about SAFe. I'll tell you what we're going to talk. I'm going to show you the agenda. This is a small time. It's a 1 hour frame. We won't be able to. So every topic that I'm showing here has an in-depth conversation that you can do for hours. So we're not going to go very deep in each of these topics. We'll show you what we have. This goal is to understand what is scaling Agile means, what is SAFe and Scale Agile framework SAFe is, and how SAFe works in multiple levels of your organization to get the business agility in the organization, and how you achieve it, and what is the process to it. Again, the process that it is not mastered in half hour or 1 hour class. It's a process for a very long time. But we're going to talk about a very high level on how that happens. So we're going to cover multiple topics, but in a high level. How SAFe helps prepare individuals to play different roles to achieve the organization transformation goal. For a transformation to succeed, everyone has their own thing to do. Everyone has to do their own part. Otherwise, it's not going to be successful. It's not going to be easy. Transformations are tough. Everyone has a role to play. So you have to enhance your skills to meet the goal, or what is required for you to meet the goal of achieving transformation. And what are the different SAFe certifications that will help you in your transformation? What is your role in that? And then we'll end up with a question and QA session. Right, so before you talk about what scaling Agile is, right, you don't want to go ahead and talk about scaling Agile before you talk about Agile, right? Again, this is a good topic by itself. I just want to put a small sentence right there for us to start conversation. Agile is an iterative project management methodology, mostly used to develop software projects, but not restricted to software. 20 years ago, when they designed it, it started for Agile software projects, but we use it in every place right now because it does wonders. It really helps. It keeps your customer happy. It delivers your customer value sooner or early in the process. So again, the key word is it's an iterative project management methodology. I want to give as much as information as possible for you guys. It's a methodology, iterative project management methodology. It's not a framework, but it has multiple frameworks underneath it. If you look at an Agile, it's an umbrella, and there are multiple frameworks in it. I'm sure you've heard Scrum. I'm sure you have Kanban, you've heard Lean, you have heard XP, and there are some other things that you might not be hearing, but we are going to talk about SAFe today. These are all the frameworks under the umbrella Agile. So these are the frameworks. So you have to know the difference between framework and a methodology. That's when you will understand what it is. Framework is by chance, it's not full. Methodology gives you end-to-end solution, but framework is always half cooked where you can use it and want to create your own dish kind of thing. So framework has some things in place, but not everything in place. So you could use all of those, you not all use all of those things, but you can build your own product that can help you guys to achieve more. So that's a framework. If you looked at the common framework that used all over the globe is Scrum. This is mostly used framework. You have a product backlog and then you refine it in your sprint planning and then you commit it in the sprint and then it becomes your sprint backlog. I want to make sure I talk about the very basics of it at the team level, what you do before I go to the scaling level. So I'm sure you must have been connecting right now. We started from Agile, and then we said Scrum is one of the framework and Safe is one of the framework in Agile. And in Scrum, we are describing it here. And then at the end, you deliver value, you deliver an increment, and then you retrospect, and then you add those things back, and then you deliver. You have sprints starting from a day to 4 weeks. It's all that scrum.org stuff. You can go back and look in there. But this is team level, right? You have done most of it done in team level. And then you also might have done Kanban in your team level. But it's just not about your level, that you have to scale it beyond that. For us to achieve business agility, it's not one team, right? You have to look at the bigger picture. So now what scaling is, right? What is scaling? The ability to systematically apply agile and execute complex projects at team level and scale it to all levels of the organization as necessary for faster delivery of value and greater customer satisfaction. These are the key. Faster delivery of value and greater customer satisfaction is most important thing that you have to make sure you take into consideration in any act that you are doing in your team, right? So you work at a team level and scale it to all levels of the organization. Now, if you look at this, you were here in the Scrum or Kanban at the team level, but the program level or the product level that we're talking, we need to scale it here, right? And then when you also talk about scaling it here, the product, there is also platform. So you, all of you are interlinked, right? So the work flows from top and each of you help each other, right? This is a team level and this is a program level and there's a portfolio level and there are multiple levels in the organization. So scaling agile for all of these levels is what we are going to talk about. What is scaling is systematically applying agile in all of these levels is what scaling is. So we'll deep dive into it. There are multiple scaling frameworks. So what is SAFe, right? SAFe is one of the scaling frameworks. I want to give you some stats about why SAFe, why are we talking about SAFe with all of those multiple types of frameworks that we have. We have SAFe, we have LESS, Spotify, DAD, Nexus, and all of those things. But if you look at this Gartner report, you talk about how SAFe is being adapted all over the globe. These results or these subjects are from all over the globe and how much they are adapting SAFe in the all over the globe. So that's 39% are ready to start implementing and 23% of it already implemented and 38% have not thought yet. But if you compare the scaling framework of SAFe versus any other thing, it's way beyond any other scaling frameworks. So this is the most used scaling framework all over the globe. Given said that, we'll go back and we'll go forward and see what SAFe is, right? We will watch a video here. Before we get into the video, let's look at what SAFe is, the world's leading framework for scaling agile across the enterprise, used by hundreds of world's largest organizations. SAFe sustains and drives faster time to market, is getting done things sooner, dramatic increase in productivity and quality, and improvement in employee engagement. So that's it. Well, let's look at what's SAFe in the 5 minutes overview that we have here. I think it's not 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes, 28 seconds. So let's just get into that.
SAFe provides the operating system for organizations to achieve business agility through the 7 core competencies of the lean enterprise: team and technical agility, Agile product delivery, enterprise solution delivery, lean portfolio management, organizational agility, continuous learning culture, and lean agile leadership. It all starts with team and technical agility, and specifically with the Agile team. An Agile team is a group of 5 to 11 members which can define, build, test, and where applicable, deploy value in short time boxes called iterations. The team uses Agile methods like Scrum or Kanban, or a combination thereof. The team starts each iteration by planning what they can deliver in an iteration planning event. The product owner provides guidance on what needs to be built by representing the customer on the team. Every day, the team meets to discuss how they're progressing toward their iteration goals in a daily stand-up. At the end of each iteration, the team demonstrates the work they've completed in an iteration review. Before the next iteration, the team reflects on what to improve for the next iteration in an iteration retrospective. The Scrum Master is the coach of the team, helping it improve and facilitating the various events. In an enterprise, multiple teams need to work together as a team of Agile teams to deliver value. In SAFe, these teams of Agile teams are called an Agile Release Train, or ART, and include 50 to 125 people. ARTs are cross-functional, including all the people needed to explore customer needs and then build and deliver solutions to customers. The ART uses Agile product delivery practices to deliver the right value at the right time. The ART works within a time box called a program increment, or PI, which is typically 5 iterations long. The ART follows similar events to teams. At the beginning of the PI, all teams come together to plan their work for the PI in a PI planning event. PI planning is facilitated by the release train engineer, who serves as the coach for the ART. Product management provides the vision and backlog. The system architect provides architectural guidance. The teams then plan the work for the PI, identifying what can be delivered. A program board is used to visualize the dependencies between the teams. Every iteration, the ART demos the integrated solution across all teams in a system demo. And at the end of the PI, all teams meet to retrospect on how to improve in an inspect and adapt event. Product managers use customer centricity and design thinking to understand customer problems and discover solutions that are desirable, viable, feasible, and sustainable. The ART builds a continuous delivery pipeline and uses DevOps practices to release on demand, delivering value when it is needed. Sometimes a single Agile release train is not enough to deliver a solution, and the enterprise solution delivery competency is needed. A solution train is used to coordinate multiple ARTs and suppliers to deliver large, complex solutions. Solution management has content authority on what gets built. The solution architect oversees the architecture across ARTs, and a solution train engineer coaches and facilitates solution train events. In order to align strategy and execution, lean portfolio management provides a way to create strategic themes and a portfolio vision to align solution development with enterprise strategy. Lean portfolio management helps enterprises organize around the delivery of value in value streams, as well as fund these value streams to avoid the problems that are typically associated with project cost accounting. Having strategy, however, is not enough. Organizational agility provides the tools that help portfolios achieve strategy agility and change direction quickly when needed, organizing and reorganizing around value. It builds the environment for flow of value across the entire enterprise and beyond solution development, and helps grow lean thinking people and agile teams. Continuous learning culture drives a culture of innovation and relentless improvement to help enterprises become learning organizations. Finally, a lean enterprise is built on lean agile leadership. To achieve and sustain business agility, leaders must embody, teach, and exhibit the mindsets, values, and principles that are the basis of lean and agile. lead by example, and guide everyone toward this new way of working using the implementation roadmap as a guide. Together, these 7 competencies build the lean enterprise and make true business agility possible.
So that's an introduction for Scale Agile framework. If you guys have any questions, please put on the chat. We will be discussing few of those things. We'll be discussing few of those things now. So the competencies that we're talking about in the last video, I wanted to put it out and then make sure we talk about this before we move forward. So enterprise solution delivery. So delivery is not just one team, right? You have to make sure you have to align with multiple teams and enterprise, and then you program level and the portfolio level, and then deliver value to the customer in that level. So SAFe talks about how you work with multiple teams in multiple levels, and how it helps us work with those teams in various levels to help the customer achieve that value. Agile product delivery, because it talks about customer centricity and then developing cadence, release on demands, DevOps and continuous pipeline, right? So how often, how good, with how good quality, and how you could develop those products is what they're talking. As the ways that we work, we need to increase the technical agility, the tools that support the way that we work. That's also more important. So cross-functional, you have to learn new skills as a team to get going with the pace of work that's going on. Talks about that. Lean portfolio management, align strategy, funding, execution, optimize operation across the portfolio. And then in the earlier scenarios, we had teams going into multiple projects, but here we want the fundings and the projects coming into the teams. And then the team is one cross-functional team. And then you also get those budgets from higher level to your team, and then you optimize all of those things. Organizational agility. You're also talking about creating an enterprise-wide lean mindset, lean out business operations, responding quickly to opportunities and threats. So how this is all about the mindset change and continuous learning culture. It's just not about working, but learning things to improve the work that you do is also important. Everyone in the organization learns and grows together to do a better job of what they are doing. Innovation and relentless improvements are something that SAFe talks about more in here. Lean agile leadership, again, inspires other by modeling desired behaviors. We talk about walk the path, right? So walk the talk. Walk the talk. You do what you preach. So it has to come from the top management that the other lower level, the team level or the whatever levels below the leadership have to follow what the leadership is doing. So we're talking about mindset there and lean values and principles and all of those things. Together with all these competences, you could work towards the business agility. You have to recognize that customer is center of all of those things. Anything and everything that we do, we have to keep customer in mind and make sure that everything that we are doing, either directly or indirectly, helps us making the customer happy. So that's the 7 competencies of SAFe. Let's go forward. So we will talk about, okay, so multiple levels, right? Like I said, we're going to look at the multiple levels of the train. Now, multiple levels of SAFe. The team level, like you see in the video, the team level, it's team, but in the program level, it has arts. It's called Agile Release Train. Like you saw on the video, Agile Release Train is combination of multiple skills, multiple teams that is working for one single goal. It's like a team of teams that are working to achieve one single goal. So if you see, there are so many other roles, and all of those contribute to the Agile Release Train to form an Agile Release Train. Let's look at bigger picture in Essential SAFe. We call this an Essential SAFe. Essential SAFe covers what I showed you here. Essential SAFe is about team level and the program level. So when we start in a team as a team member or a scrum master or a product owner, you're starting in the essential level. So you are here, like you are a scrum master, there's a product owner, and there's a team. And then your team does either a Scrum or Kanban, and the design thinking, customer centricity, any level of organization, any work that you do, customer comes in the middle, and the most important person is them. And then we have PI planning. We are, like you've seen in the video, the PI planning is a 2-day event that helps you to plan for your bigger cause or trying to deliver some value to the customer. And every 5 sprints, you deliver something to the customer. The combination of all of those work done by those 5 teams in the 5 sprints, at the end, you deliver it like a system demo, right? In Scrum, you have your review. In the program level, you have your system demo, and then you're also showing the next PI here. We release on demand, and then we encourage continuous exploration, integration, and deployment. If you look at the different roles in this area, in the program level that we're talking about, one level above the team, right? So this is the team level, and this is the program level. Here there is Scrum Master. So let me just grab this pen. So we'll match them. There is a Scrum Master, and then there is RT here. In the program level, the Scrum Master role is played by a release train engineer. There is a product owner in the program level. That's a product management that's playing that role. So, and then you have single team here, and then you have team of teams, and there is a system and architect engineer extra there. So this is the very high level of what an essential safe look like, right? So there might be multiple trains. So sometimes, like mentioned in the mentioned in the video, if one single train might not be able to suffice or deliver value to the customer, then there will be multiple trains that they have. So these trains can be somewhere between 5 to 10 teams, mostly leaning between 5 to 7. I've seen most teams 5 to 6 or 7 maximum. The more number of people, the more the little complicated it becomes. So what is the difference between both? We'll show that. So this is an essential level. The essential level shows you here. This is the essential level is a combination of a team as well as the program. The next slides coming forward, we'll talk about what the solution level, what the portfolio level, and the program level. You know what program level is here, one level upper to the team of teams. So now we've been talking about the PA planning and how does PA planning look like, the overview. PA planning itself is a 2-day event. If taught, it can be a 5-hour thing, 5-hour course for a PA planning to understand theoretically, and its execution usually is a 2-day activity with hundreds of people working in one single room. But the ideal or the agenda that's been released by SAFE, so it's the basic agenda. So what happens in this particular area is the business, the stakeholders give you the business context and says, that's what we were trying to achieve. I'm not going to go deep. That's what we want to achieve. I'm not going to go deep into this. And the product management sets up a vision in the product level. And then there is, for us to achieve that particular vision, then you have to design your architecture, and then you plan for first few hours is you trying to understand what are the features, what features go to what teams, and how you break it down. And then you go back to your team area and then refine the features that you get from this business and come back to show your draft plan to the bigger team. And then once you're done with the draft plan, the management review is happening at 5 to 6 p.m. in the evening. This is just the Scrum Masters, product owners, and the managements that in the here. So ideally, you get a business context, and then you have planning, and then you go back and refine the work for your teams for next 4 sprints, and then you create a draft plan that is not complete, obviously a draft, and then the management is going to review. Like I said, it's a 2-day event. In the second day, there are planning adjustments depending upon management review and management things. The work that we have committed might not be able to complete because it's too much or whatever the reasons might be. There will be planning and adjustments from 8 to 9. And then you go on to your breakout rooms to refine the work that the work breakdown that you have done here with your new inputs that you got from your management. And then once you're done with that, you go into your final plan review with the bigger team and say, this is what our plan is. And then you also see in a program risk sheet that has been shown in the video. This program risk board is for us to understand if there are any dependencies between multiple teams that are in the art. So that's how you understand. And then at the end, you ask your whole team, be it 5 or 10 teams that you're working with, to talk about how confident they are to commit the work that they have been refining to. Are they confident oat goes the fist of 5, and then depending upon the oats, either they refine the plan or they keep the plan. If there is very less voting saying that they are very less confident about completing the work that they are committing to, then they might think about rework. And then at the end, there is retrospective for the event itself to understand how the event has gone, and then they will go forward with it to do the better planning. Now, we're going to look at what are the different levels of it, right? So how SAFe addresses issues, or I could say that deals with various levels in the organization, right? So there are multiple levels in the organization. Before we jump in there, let's watch a small video before we look into that, right?
Digital transformation is not a matter of if, but a question of when and how. It's the key to long-term success for nearly every industry in the world. But for many, the ability to successfully transform seems out of reach. SAFe helps organizations navigate digital transformation challenges and drive their business forward. Practiced by over 70% of the Fortune 100 and a fast-growing number of the Global 2000, SAFe is a way of working that aligns strategy and execution and improves quality, efficiency, and predictability for those building the world's most important software and systems. It's a way to innovate and adapt quickly to fast-changing market forces without losing momentum. Since 2011, hundreds of the world's largest organizations have experienced the benefits of SAFe. Typical results include 35% increase in productivity, 50% improvements in quality, 50% faster time to market, and 30% increase in employee engagement and job satisfaction. SAFe makes this possible by integrating the latest thinking from Lean, Agile, and DevOps into a set of principles and practices that transform the culture and behavior of an entire enterprise. SAFe's practices are organized around the 5 core competencies of the Lean enterprise. They help organizations adopt a lean approach to delivering value in the shortest sustainable lead time with the highest quality and minimal waste in processes. Let's take a look at each competency. Team and technical agility. High-performing teams develop critical skills and Lean Agile principles and practices to create high-quality technical solutions faster. DevOps and release on demand. A continuous delivery pipeline shepherds small batches of new functionality from ideation to release at any time needed to meet customer demand. Business solutions and Lean systems engineering. A Lean Agile approach optimizes the development, deployment, and evolution of large, complex software applications and cyber-physical systems. Lean portfolio management. SAFe enterprises align portfolio strategy, funding, operations, and governance. Lean Agile leadership. Lean Agile leaders drive and sustain organizational changes by empowering individuals and teams to reach their highest potential. Organizations that master the competencies build essential muscle memory and mindset that drive future success. SAFe organizations iterate quickly, release often, learn continuously, minimize wasted effort, and make smart decisions on what to build next. Over 400,000 individuals worldwide have built that muscle memory by engaging with Scaled Agile's role-based training and certification program that helps teams transition to the new way of working. Start your SAFe journey today at Scaled Agile.
Right, so we were talking about how the competencies help us achieve business agility. At the same time, we're also talking about what are the various levels that where we need to talk and apply our business agility, right? So the various levels, like I said earlier, starts with portfolio on the top. So we go bottom up, team level, and the team of teams is program, and the multiple arts is solution, and multiple solutions are portfolio level. We'll go through each of that now. So I guess I answered one question that we have in the chat. So let's go forward and look into this. So here you have large solution, right? So this is essential, and then We were talking about in the essential safe, we were talking about this. The next level that you have is the large solution train. And then you have solution train here. The solution train is a combination of multiple release trains. So here you have a solution solution architecture and engineering, and then you have solution train engineering, solution train engineer, like you have a release train engineer in the program level, like you have Scrum Master in the team level. And then there is product management, product owner, and the solution management. So the higher the level goes, the roles that change. So customer centricity, customer is always in the center. And then we will look at this release train in detail in here. So in the solution backlog, you get capabilities. It starts from capabilities and then it breaks down to features in the program level. So it starts with capabilities in here, and then here it breaks down to, in the program level, it breaks down to features, and at the team level, they are broken down to multiple stories in itself. If you look at the enabler feature, and then these are all broken down into stories or whatever, bugs or whatever they comprise of. So the requirement type changes as you go. The capability breaks down to features to enable, then the team level breaks down to stories. And there are multiple trains adding on to this capability. A capability can be achieved with multiple agile release trains, which means multiple team of teams. Each agile release train might have up to 100 people, depending upon the train and the product that they're working on, capability that they're working on. So that are the various levels. Now, if you also look at the portfolio level, now we have seen multiple levels, right? So we had seen the program level, we have seen the solution level, then there is portfolio level. If you see this portfolio level, there are strategic themes. The strategic themes are broken down into multiple capabilities, and they're broken down, you have epics, and then they're broken down into multiple features and enablers. So this is like team of teams, right? So here you have epic owners, and then you have enterprise architecture, and then you have lean portfolio management, portfolio backlog, and then lean budgets and all of those things. So these are combination of multiple solution trains. Each solution train is combination of multiple trains, agile release trains, and then each in this area, it's a combination of multiple solution trains. So it's way beyond. So if you look at that, it's top of the organization that you're looking at, the portfolio level, enterprise and government level, right? So here you have epic owners, and these are the different roles. These are the capabilities, so various things that you have to look for, components that you have to look for achieving the business agility. I'm sorry, I got stuck for a second. So this looks so complicated, but most of the team or all of the team members are in this level mostly. And then if you are not a manager, or if you're not a program manager or a project manager or a director or not, and then you're not going beyond this, beyond the team level. If you are any of those in the managerial levels, then you're probably looking at levels from RTE to product management to system manager and the top. But if you are a team level working in a team, then you are probably in this area itself. You're working with an RTE, product management system and the program, and then you're doing API plannings and all of those things. So the good thing about SAFe adoption is it does not really disrupt the actual organization that you have. You have so many roles and responsibilities in your waterfall kind of project management method right now you're working on. So most of those roles are replaced by the Scale Agile framework roles. And there's so much content, so many things that Scale Agile framework teaches in process of helping you with the transformation. Not each and everything might apply for you guys. It's like you have a buffet and then you can choose what is best for you and then adapt that for you in places. And there are multiple people that can help you, certified from SAFe, to help you get through this process. So we'll talk about that later. So let's just go on to in detail in this area right now, the trains, the strategic themes, and the portfolio level. So if you look at the enterprise, we have epic owners, we have enterprise architect, we have strategic themes, and have a portfolio vision. And then there is a portfolio backlog. Most often the portfolio backlog or the program backlog in the high level is Kanban. They usually don't time box it for all good reasons, because they are epics and spread across multiple teams. And then you have lean budgets that start from the enterprise and flow through top to the bottom of all the teams that you have. And then there are multiple arts. Each of this is my art. So if you see the solution trends and all of those things, right? So epics, start with epics, breakdowns to features, breakdown to stories, and breakdowns to subtask in the team level and all of those things. So this is a portfolio level when you break it down in that. This is huge, right? So there's so many things that happens on how you want to do it, what is going on with safe adoption and else. So now we'll talk about how safe helps us to prepare individual to play different roles to achieve organization transformation goals, because you have seen various levels of it and there is so many things that goes into a transformation and you have to take care. There needs to be a process, there needs to be an approach on how you want to get through this, because this is a lot, definitely, because you're looking at a whole organization. So I'm going to talk about a basic approach that SAFe talks about and how it helps and how you have to plan for your transformation. This is not going to be in detail, but yes, high level. So here you're talking about your waterfall ad hoc or waterfall or ad hoc agile. So you're in your current stage, your asset stage, and then you have decided that okay, we have to move back to agile, and then we have to start doing agile, and then we have to start implementing safe. And that's when a thought comes and your management starts to involve and start working. So now you decide to go on safe and say, okay, let's go ahead and embrace safe for our agile transformation, and then we'll scale it, right? Where to start. So at the starting, you have to start, if it's a government, then you have to go understand how safe is implemented in the government projects. So that's SGP, a course that talks about safe government projects and helps you if you're a government company, that if you're government. So then also you have to understand you're leading safe. SA stands for leading safe. You wanna the middle management and all the management that you want to understand what that is. They have to understand how the safe transformation needs to be taken care and how it has to go forward. It's talking about leading safe here. You have to understand as a manager or as a leader, you have to know how you would lead that transformation. And then you need an SPC, certified program consultants, someone like SPCs or SPCTs, someone who are actually certified by Scale Agile framework to do the transformation. I've learned, I've proven skills to help you out with training and as well as transformation. So you have to see someone, probably a Scrum very senior program manager with Agile background or an Agile coach or anyone in organizations with a pretty good Agile mindset who can help you with transforming. That's SPC. This person are capable of training other people at the same time also helping out with the transformation. So you train them first, train the agile change agent, someone who is primarily driving the whole thing. And then you train the executives and managers and leaders. Again, the focus is on how we have to implement. We started with, if it's a government, then probably government approach, and if it's not, then probably start with this. And then train the trainers, right? These are the trainers that you want who can represent the whole transformation in an organization and start that buckets of knowledge sharing happening in different areas and the transformation. And then, like I said, leading safe, the managers and executives and leaders need to know on how this transformation goes and how they have to help and what is their role in helping that. And then budget management, lean portfolio management is also important for executives who are in the top management, helping them with budgets and lean portfolios and all of those things. You have to identify value streams and arts. So value streams are something that are interrelated, delivering value to the customers. If you remember arts, and let's just say there is a credit card division in an XYZ company, and the credit card division itself has multiple things that's happening underneath. There might be thousands of people trying to help the particular credit card division of work. So all of them come under one value stream, right? So there might be multiple value streams underneath that, but it's a bigger value stream of that. You have to understand how do you find out the products, and then also see how many different teams can contribute to deliver that one, help that product succeed or deliver value to the customer. This form this arts. So you have to understand what those arts are, where are the value streams, and then combine this work together with the art and the value streams. Create the implementation plan. Once you identify the art, so again, you're not going to go ahead and do the 10,000 member transformation at one single go. You're going to identify your best luck, best team, and then best program, and go start with that and see the problems and implement those in the next. Choose an MVP and go forward from there. And then prepare for art launch. Art combines of multiple roles, like we said, from product management to architects and engineers and all of those people. So everyone has to understand what their role in this is. If they're an architect, you try to understand what safer architect looks like. If you're Scrum Master, what does a Scrum Master look like in a safe environment? If you're a product manager, product owner, you have to understand what it looks like working as a product owner in the Scrum, in the safe environment. Same goes with leading safe. Any managers in the team that are supporting these folks need to understand how leading safe is taken care or done. And then safe for teams. This is for your team members to understand what their role is during the teams, right? So during the execution of the safe, they have to understand how and what needs done. And this is agile product management. This is in the next level. If you're in a product manager or a program manager or a director helping multiple project managers, then that's for you to understand in the next level, in the program level, or working with the solution level. That's for them to understand, hey, I am way beyond the product owner, the team level. I'm the top level. I work with multiple teams, so that's for them, right? So launch more art. So now we have done and worked on one MVP, and then you have learned some lessons, you have seen some problems, you have achieved some results. You inspect from those, and then now you start finding more arts and start launching more arts, and then repeat the same in multiple organizations of yours. And then you accelerate as you go. Then there is RTs, there is SPCs. As the number of teams grows, then your number of trainers needs to grow, and the number of RTs or a Scrum Master needs to grow. That keeps on happening. Need not to say there are various results that we have seen with SAFe, and what of this, the productivity increases by 20 to 50%, quality 25 to 75, 35 to 75 time to market, and engagement 10 to 50 time engagement. So you start small and then scale it to multiple teams. That's initial. You don't come from top down, but bottom up is a very good approach for any scaling approaches. Now let's see, since we've been talking about how safe implementation or approach a high level is, and then multiple reasons why people have to learn things that they have to learn in the safe implementation, let's see a video on what they talk about and why is it important to learn the skills of a particular skill set that's working in this safe environment. Here we go.
Ask questions or discover. Anyone advancing their career or transforming their business using lean agile methods knows that having a scaled agile certification can make all the difference. Certified SAFe professionals are globally recognized for their ability to support the successful transformation of organizations into lean agile enterprises. The Scaled Agile Professional Certification Program provides a reliable and consistent method of assessing SAFe skills, knowledge, and mindset. But there's more to a SAFe certification than the credibility behind it and the opportunity ahead of it. There are 1,600 jobs currently posted requiring lean agile skills in the United States alone. For people making hiring decisions, SAFe certifications enhance your credibility as an agile professional and earn you instant industry recognition for your SAFe expertise. This tells recruiters that you are ready to hit the ground running in a SAFe organization. And once you're in the door, your understanding of SAFe builds trust with your peers, teams, and management. Scaled Agile helps you promote your SAFe certifications with shareable, verifiable digital badges. It's easy to be identified as a certified SAFe professional by displaying your badges wherever your personal brand appears: social media, your resume, your email signature, and on your LinkedIn profile. The digital badge includes SAFe skills tags that indicate what it takes to earn the certification. This helps employers verify your specific areas of expertise, giving them the confidence they need to hire you for a specific role. Additionally, certified SAFe digital badges link to labor market insights so you can see where your skills are in demand throughout the world. increasing career opportunities and marketability. A certified safe digital badge does the talking for you, raising your profile and value on site. A SAFE certification is a passport for professional and personal development. Whether you're new to Lean and Agile and eager to increase your knowledge, or a veteran looking to expand a growing practice, our role-based curriculum allows you to extend your learning journey. And with SAFE certifications, you can provide focus and emphasis on your professional development and expand your career. Imagine joining international communities of practice to discuss key topics, ask questions, or discover best practices with a growing global network of SAFE professionals just like you. Becoming a certified SAFE professional gives you membership to the SAFE community platform, where you have access to powerful resources, including SAFE communities of practice, informative videos and study materials, and toolkits that increase your value and expand your career. Scaled Agile offers a world-class certification credential promoting the ubiquity of SAFE that is sought after by individuals and companies alike. So, choose your course and set your course. Visit scaledagile.com to find a class near you.
So that's how the SAFE is important, the certifications if you're in Scale Agile framework implementation. These are the multiple certifications that you have. If you are interested, you could choose any of those things to help yourself and help your organization succeed in the SAFE transformation and enhance your skills to help or get jobs if you're in a job search. Thank you all so much for joining. For a great session, great questions. Thank you so much all.